Well, this is a bit of a fun video. We're taking a look at a gathering of global elites at the 2023 held in Canada, held in Montreal. I have to look at my screen because it's a tongue twister. Summit of Progressive Action Summit 2023. Hoy, yay, that's hard. And part of that is there's Canadian politicians and people from around the world, just elitists that basically want to tell you to stop driving your vehicles, stop drinking alcohol, stop smoking tobacco, stop everything you're doing because it's polluting the earth, and as a result we have more hurricanes. Meanwhile, they flew here on private jets and they're flying home on private jets after a short weekend stay to talk about how what they are doing is bettering the world. A summit of hypocrites. There you go. I found the name for it. Welcome back to another video, everybody. I want to encourage you all to give a like, subscribe, share this video on Facebook, share it to Facebook groups, whatever you have to do, because a lot of people have to be informed on what is happening. We're being taxed to death. We're being gaslit. You know, we're being shepherded or whatever that's called. We're being herded by like shepherds, and it's horrible what's happening in the world, but specifically in Canada to Canadians. And we're going to take a look at a lot of different things that are happening. So brace yourself. I encourage you to stick around for the entire duration of this video. And of course, we're all being taxed to death. It's horrible. Taxes suck. So you might as well, instead of pissing away your money to the government, you might as well spend your money on something that you actually want and like, such as the merch, which can be found linked down in the description below. As you can see, I'm wearing my camo hat. I'm wearing the triple freedom one, but this is the Canadian Freedom baseball hat, as well as my favorite hoodie, which is the Canadian Freedom hoodie. I have that one in maroon, and I have the Keep Calm and Fight for Freedom hoodie in maroon for my wife as well. Link for that is down in the description. Okay, we're going to take a look at this. Progressive international leaders gather in Montreal for summit, and some people that are there have been approached by members of the public, reporters, and it's just like the amount of weird cutting themselves off from regular people and the normal world that these elitists do is just disgusting. So we're going to take a look at, that's not the clip, right here. I caught the far left former Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda, on her way to the Global Action Summit here in Montreal. She has no answer when confronted on her hypocritical behavior, carbon taxes the plebs, and jet set for the elites.
Hey, how are you? How much fossil fuels did you burn coming here to talk about climate change?
Leave her alone.
Hey,
leave her alone.
I'm on a sidewalk.
No, leave her alone.
You can't touch me.
Leave her alone. You leave her alone.
Does that make sense?
You leave her alone.
Does that make sense?
You're a reporter. What do you mean leave her alone?
Leave her alone.
You can't put your hands on me. Dude, you can't touch me like that. I'm on a sidewalk, eh?
Please leave.
I'm not on the property.
Leave the former Prime Minister alone.
Sorry?
Just leave the former Prime Minister alone.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's shaking.
On me like that, eh? Just so you know.
This guy is so nervous. Look at him. Look at him holding his cigarette. He's so nervous. That was the biggest moment of his life. You're bullying people. You're bullying journalists from doing their job, and he's literally shaking because his adrenaline is just through the roof. This is a disgusting behavior, and you're going to see it again here. Rebel News, of course, caught it. Alexandra Lavoie, who we know was basically gassed at the Freedom Convoy while she was doing her journalism. She was hit with a rubber bullet, I believe, while at the Freedom Convoy, again, doing her journalism. It's just disgusting. So Freeland here has a bodyguard that prevents this reporter, Alexandra, from asking Freeland a simple question.
Now Canadian with the new taxes for grocery store. You don't think that adding a tax on taxes is actually like not helping Canadian? Whoa, who are you? C'est quoi? C'est quoi votre nom?
Mohamed Zaouri, madame, c'est juste là.
What is wrong with these people? These aren't even police officers. And even if it were police officers, they don't have the right to put their hands on you. I don't know Who told these people in these little positions of power? Maybe it happened from the COOF, right? With, grocery store workers and whatever it is that they're like, you gotta put your mask on. And now the world is on this power trip, and they did not stop after masks. They continued. And now you're seeing it with hotel employees basically blocking off journalists from doing their job. Is public property. I get inside the hotel is not public, but on the sidewalk, that's public property. You cannot block a journalist like that from asking a public figure, a former Prime Minister of New Zealand, a simple question about carbon taxes and the hypocrisy for how much carbon emissions that her jet produced from flying from New Zealand to Canada for a weekend. It's horrible. All this is adding fuel to the fire because of Trudeau's very recent speech. We're going to take a look at this in case you've missed it. It's disgusting what he's doing. He's adding more taxes to lower taxes. As you can see, Billboard Chris says right here. Someone send this man back to grade 1 for some basic arithmetic skills. Like, Justin Trudeau is just, he's just gone completely mental.
It's not okay that our biggest grocery stores are making record profits while Canadians are struggling to put food on the table. So Minister Champagne will be calling on the heads of large grocers to come to Ottawa with a plan to address the rising cost of food. And we expect to hear from them by Thanksgiving on what their plan is to stabilize prices. And
That's your cue, everybody. Clap. That's your cue. What is wrong? Who taught Freeland how to clap? Are you guys seeing this?
And let me...
Who taught her how to clap? What is wrong with these people? They're like robots. They aren't real people. He's in the middle of giving his speech. He forgot that was the cue for them to applause. And then they all proceed at the exact same time to applause. What the hell is happening? It's like a poorly scripted sitcom.
Prices. And
all simultaneous. And Freeland, she's not doing her bobblehead thing, but she looks upset to be there. She claps like she's a robot. It's so bizarre.
Relief for the middle class and people working hard to join it, then we will take further action, and we are not ruling anything out, including tax measures.
So in case you didn't fully understand that due to my interruption, what Justin Trudeau is saying is grocery prices are through the roof. The cost of groceries is, according to Justin Trudeau, all because of the grocery stores and their price gouging. They're taking advantage, allegedly, according to Justin Trudeau and Liberals, are taking advantage of Canadians and they're hiking up the price. It has nothing to do with the carbon tax, which increases distribution, increases transportation, increases all of their costs because they buy their groceries from somewhere and have to transport it. And now they're paying more in fuel, they're paying more in storage, they're paying more in heating or in cooling, whatever it is. So Justin Trudeau takes no accountability, and he's going to penalize grocery stores by taxing them more. Hey, guys, this is too expensive. Everyone's complaining. We're going to tax you. And what are you going to do after you're taxed? You're going to increase the prices even more. He's threatened grocery stores publicly, internationally. He's threatened grocery stores, okay, to lower their costs or else they will have to pay more money. And that gets put onto us. He is so delusional, and it's really, really come full circle because we're going to look at a clip right now of them basically eating their own words. It's very strange.
Asking for specifics because Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was asked specifically about this last year, about taxing the profits of grocery giants. And this is what he said to our chief political correspondent, Rosemary Barton. Just have a listen to this.
What about grocery stores, though, that continue to make a profit at a time when, for a lot of Canadians, that doesn't seem right?
The last thing we want to do is put on a tax that people then just pass along to the consumers. So Careful about what we're doing. We're studying. I know there's been a lot of studies on what's happening with food prices, and we're looking at trying to help people. That's what we've tried to do every step of the way. But I don't think that the simplistic solution, as satisfying as it might sound, is necessarily the right approach.
So, Minister, help me understand it there. The Prime Minister worried a year ago that if you tax the grocery stores, they're just going to pass it on to consumers, and calling calls for a windfall tax to deal with high prices as simplistic. What's changed between then and now?
You know what the issue is? The issue is that they think you're stupid. They think you and I are stupid. They think that we don't understand. They think that social media is one and done and that it doesn't live forever. A year ago, Justin Trudeau literally said taxing grocery stores is not a good idea because that cost will get put onto the consumers, us who go buy groceries. The other day, yesterday, Justin Trudeau literally fucking said we're going to tax grocery stores, which that cost is getting put on us. I don't know what world this dude lives in. I don't know who's writing his scripts. I don't know who's pulling the strings, but whoever it is, you have to smarten up because this doesn't make any sense. And you want to know the result of having somebody say this type of stupidity over and over and over again? This is the result right here. 2%. You're likely to win by 2% out of 100. The Conservatives are 98% likely to win. That means that Pierre Poilievre could dress up as blackface twice, which still wouldn't be more times than Justin Trudeau. It would be less times than however many times Justin Trudeau has done it. And they would still win. They would still win the next election. People are so fed up with this idiot. I don't understand how Jagmeet Singh hasn't pulled the cord yet on this coalition. It's ridiculous. Jagmeet Singh has been going after grocery stores forever. And now he allows Justin Trudeau to say, we're going to tax those grocery stores, which then in turn, they're going to put that cost is going to go onto the consumers. Jagmeet, I don't know if he's being paid millions of dollars a year to stay silent on this, but something needs to happen. I don't know what that is. We need an election. We need another convoy. We need something to happen because this is getting out of control. And I'd love to know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you think that this is fair to Canadians? Do you think that we deserve to be taxed to literal death? Or do you think that, no, we got to do something about this? Let me know down below. Let's take a look at somebody who's not mental. Let's take a look at somebody who's actually level-headed and can think like a normal person, who can speak like a normal person, who actually acts like a normal person. Of course, we're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Pierre Poilievre himself.
But what is worse than what Justin Trudeau thinks about Canada? It's what he thinks of Canadians.
He thinks we're dumb.
He calls them small, fringe, and angry. Recently in Charlottetown, he said everybody needs to stop picking on him because, quote, it's a really tough time to be a politician. Does anybody have a violin? No, Mr. Trudeau. It's a really tough time to be the 74-year-old truck driver I met door knocking in Bowmanville, who just got his eviction notice despite always paying his rent on time. Finding another place will cost him $700 extra per month. He doesn't have $700 extra. So his choice now is to go to his full-grown daughter, his little girl, and ask to live in her basement or become homeless. I didn't know what to say to him. What is he supposed to do? Go back to driving a truck 70 hours a week? He's 74 years old. His back can't take that. But I didn't see anger in his eyes. I saw fear. Mr. Trudeau, if you think life is tough for you, you should meet the carpenter I met at a Tim Hortons in the Sioux, who lives in a parking lot because he can't afford the rent. He wasn't angry either. But I was angry for him because an economy where the people who build our homes cannot afford to live in them is fundamentally unjust and wrong.
Not just housing, my guy, but people can't afford to eat. This man gives me goosebumps every single time he talks. It's just, it's incredible that the price of groceries right now, the price of groceries is what rent used to be on average about 3 years ago. It's sad. It's infuriating. And if you're struggling, you're not alone. Everyone is. It doesn't matter if, you know, Brian or John or Ken are going out buying trucks and boats and all that stuff. Everybody is living in some sort of debt. No one is doing mass savings right now. Nobody is really thriving in this economy. It's horrible. And we're going to look back in 10 years from now and be like, that was a shit show. So if you're struggling, just know that you're not alone. If you're having a hard time paying your bills, if you're thinking, man, am I the only person here who's having a hard time getting through this? Why is it that I have to count my money every day to make sure that I have enough to pay rent or to buy groceries? Just know that you're not alone. And millions of people are going through the same boat. There's also a lot of people out there that aren't doing that, and they're just spending and spending and spending. And I would advise everybody who's listening to this part of the video right now, just take a look at your finances. Take a look at your finances. Take a look at the money coming in and going out, because now is the time to buckle down. Now is the time to grow that nest egg and make sure that your investments, if you have any, are keeping up with inflation, making sure that your bills are paid, making sure that your health is good, because health is wealth, because we can't rely on the government, not this government at least. Hopefully we can rely a little bit on our conservative government to at least balance the books and balance the budget. That would be nice. That's a good start. It's not too much to ask, considering they get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for a job that is literally included. It's someone's job description to balance the budget. Freeland has failed us on that, and the Liberals have failed us on so many other things. And that's where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, share the video if you haven't yet. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. If you want to support the channel financially, you can do so by checking out the merch shop linked right up there. Or if you want to do something for free, which is also absolutely acceptable and highly encouraged, you can subscribe right there. If you want to continue watching videos like this, you can do so by clicking or tapping right there to watch the next upcoming video. And if you want to watch a little bit of different content, but also Canadian stuff, you can do so by clicking right up there. That's my second channel, House of Canada, also known as the House of Commons Highlights. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.